Are we rolling?
You think we can get this done by the end of the school year?
We're at the end of the design phase.
We're going to see the actual machine.
Thank you so much for coming out this evening. This is our 5th annual Maker Challenge Showcase. Students were challenged with dreaming up an invention, coming up with something that they could create. We're going to take those ideas and we're going to have university students reimagine those and kind of help develop and design them a little bit further. And our Hoosier Hills students over at the Hoosier Hills Career Centers, they're going to build some of these.
I guess it's hard to talk about yourself when you're put on the spot a little bit, but I'm Charlene Gross, a 4th grade teacher here at Fairview. This is my 7th year teaching, my 4th year teaching 4th grade. This class in particular, don't normally say that, but this is probably my favorite group I've had so far. They all are a great community. They care about one another. The Makers Challenge in particular was really when I saw them bond together in teams, and it didn't matter when we were doing different challenges or different STEM projects along the way, who was in what group. They were just like, all right, let's get down, let's work together. My group of boys that made the dog Distractor are probably the most unique group of workers I've seen, with 2 of those students, Brock and Loden, being DHH or deaf, hard of hearing students. But the friendship that they created through that is one that's a lasting one. And I think because they worked through those communication struggles, that just made their friendship bonds even stronger than what they already were.
We wanted to combine food with play, and first we have to look at all the different ways we play and interact with dogs.
Yes, I will do that.
This might work, but this is basically what happens inside the center.
Every certain amount of time, this bottom circle rotates a little bit, letting something fall out from the other side.
So basically what we're building is a device that dispenses a random or diverse amount of treats and toys every 25 minutes.
I think it was Brock that had the idea of it.
My dog Vicky failed. He scratched me as well, so I wanted him to stop.
From the bottom disc to the top cylinders because it's way cooler to see the cylinders spin.
The reasons I love this project is my design students are working with demanding clients, which very much aligns with real life and real clients. Students have to translate the ideas into form and things that work, and then they have to prepare these prototypes to be translated into a way that people can actually make them.
Honestly, that's probably our biggest role in this big project, is just compromising between what the children want and what Hoosier Hills can do, right? That's a big part of what our role is.
Definitely been affirmed in lessons I've been told about, which is like, it takes a village to get anything done.
They had 2 major challenges. The first challenge was their design brief was a little bit vague. They weren't really sure what they were supposed to do. And so it took some time to figure out what the 4th graders really were looking for with their project. The other big challenge for them was they were working with electronics and mechanical elements within their design. And this is something that we don't typically do a lot of in our program, and so they were kind of out on their own, and they were able to make something that worked.
We have to know that they have parents that are the ones that are actually going to be like using this and having it in their home. So we kind of have to hear what the child has to say and then predict what their parents have to say and then figure out how the dog's going to react to it. And that's a lot.
This is not just something made up for a fourth grader for something silly or fun. This is something that you could really do when you grow up. This is actually something you can make as a career. And so I think that was like, hey, we're doing something we could do in our future right now. I think it really did make them feel empowered.
This is the dog distractor. Essentially the way it works is there are containers at the top, this spins, things will drop down into a bowl and the dog gets it. So it can be food, it could be toys, whatever.
I'm Scott Bradley, Hoosier Hills Career Center, intro transportation and wreck and mobile equipment. This one in particular, I think was probably one of the toughest ones, and I think that's why they gave it to us. You know, we started with a bunch of wood, and we built up to something that's going to have a purpose, and I can't wait for the fourth graders to see it, and they're going to love it. Ultimately, what we need to do is get the structure built, kind of weigh it, kind of see what it takes to tip it, okay? Like if the wind's going to blow it over or something like that. And then what we can do is if we need to put a little ballast on the bottom of it, we can do something like that. We could actually make it to where we bolt it or screw it to the boards just to make it good and strong. And then of course we can put everything that the batteries and the electronics, we can put super low into it too. We want to keep all the weight down low. 10 7/8, okay. We try to have a lot of fun in here. In anything we do, you know, it's just, it don't matter if it's that or that four-wheeler, that golf cart or whatever, you know. Try to show them a lot and hopefully they take, you know, heed to it and it takes them somewhere.
My name is Mr. Pillar, and I am the assistant principal here at Hoosier Hills. And so I think you see some things that look somewhat familiar. We've got the original dog distractor. Today, you're going to see the updated version. Congratulations and great job to the inventors and everyone that helped create the dog distractor, including Mr. Bradley, all of his students, and Coach Slater in the back. Congratulations. Excellent.
The candy wasn't melted, so I assumed it had been in his pocket for a long time.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
Oh, yeah, astronaut.
Nice. I found out that I'm too tall to be an astronaut.
What?
Yeah. You have to be shorter than I am.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. How feet are you?
6 feet 4 inches.
So how tall do you have to be?
You can't be over 6 feet 2 inches or 6 feet 3 inches, I think.
That's just sad. Maybe you can be an astronaut when your bones start to get smaller. Maybe when you're an old person you can, because you'll be shorter then.